Hi everyone, it's Neon aka Matt from the VFHUB here, and today you're joining us for a scheduled event. It's our American Sunday flying. We've already done one leg, but the other pilots that have flown with us today have decided they want to keep going, so we're currently
Okay, I
another
think
flight
I will
today.
have them now.
We're going to be flying to Munford Farm, and the code for that is 5 Mike Delta 0. Pretty much set up for departure. I've already preset everything. Everything's set up, ready to go. Just waiting for our pilots to get ready and get everything in the sat navs, and then we will be off.
That is whenever you're ready.
Yep, the code is 5 Mike Delta 0.
Is that the next airport?
That's the next airport.
Okay, the current one is Kilo. Need to write that in though.
Current one is Kilo Oscar Kilo Oscar Bravo India.
Kilo Oscar Bravo India.
Yep. And we're flying to 5 Mike Delta 0, which is a farm, I believe.
And the next destination is
Next destination is 5 Mike Delta 0.
Five. Mike. Delta 0.
Yeah.
Marblehead Farm.
Marblehead Farm, that's the one.
Right.
Are we all set?
Yeah, I got KOBI and 5 Mike Delta 0.
Perfect. Alright, I think we're good to go then, guys. Earth Pulse, Rogo, are you there?
Yep.
Alright, I think Horizon is there as well. Alright guys, it's good to add. Let's get taxiing. Alright, I'm going to taxi into position, guys. So check that, that's good. Flaps are takeoff, yep. Okay, rolling. Positive climb gear up. No gear up, because we can't put the gear up on this plane.
It'd worry if it did come up.
Yeah, right through the pilot seat.
Coxa isn't coming. Coxa, are you there?
Yeah.
I think
Okay.
is he coming on this one?
No, I'm just filming you guys leaving, and then I'm gonna get off.
No worries. Alright, nav on. Just passing 500. Ah, flaps up. So the flight we're doing today is roughly 50 nautical miles, taking off from KOBI, and we're flying over to 5 Mike Delta Zero, which is a farm. Never flown there before, just looked in a good distance from where we are, and we thought, why not? Our original flight today was from Long Island to KOBI. It's a really scenic flight. If you've got Flight Simulator and you haven't checked out Long Island yet, it's definitely worth doing. The scenery there is fantastic. Alright, we've got some speed now, so let's increase our climb a little bit. We get up to about 4,000 or 5,000 feet, I think, for this flight. Maybe a little lower, we'll see. Fuel looks good to me, so I'm not too worried about that. It's only a 48 nautical mile flight, and we've just under half a tank, so no problems there. And you can see our group there. We've got Colster, Eagle, Earth Pulse, and Got That Way joining us today. Just going to ease up on the throttle just a tiny bit, just to give them a chance just to catch up a little bit. Whoops. We're first going to level off at around 3,000. Just going to give the guys behind us a chance to catch us up a little. So yeah, VFHUB, we're basically a visual flight community, VFR flying community, but we don't just do VFR flying, we do IFR, we do bush flying as well. As a community, we're new. We came out when Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 came out. We're looking to grow, obviously, into a well-respected community. We have pilots already and members from all over the world, Australia, Europe, United States of America. As of the 1st of September, we will be officially open. We will have an official website as well. All the details to that and our details to our Discord channel as well will all be in the description below. Some of the pilots that we have in the VFHUB are new pilots, new to Microsoft Flight Simulator. I think since Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 has come out, there's been a lot of interest in it. A lot of new pilots that haven't played simulators before. So we are really VFHUB is really a hub for everyone. I'm getting a bit of FPS lag. It might be picking that up. Yeah, it's alright now. That does happen. It's no an issue, unfortunately, in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. The lag spikes. There is a fix coming on the 27th of August, I believe. So hopefully we'll see some improvements after that fix that Microsoft are releasing. Myself, I'm not a flight sim expert or an aviation expert by any sense of the imagination, as you can probably see. I know the basics. I'm comfortable with props, and I can do basic VFR and IFR flying, but nothing really too super, as it were. Really hope that is one thing that they fix with the update. Constant stuttering sometimes, especially when there's a lot of cloud. By any stretch of the imagination, I haven't really got a low. I wouldn't say I've got a low-end system. It's not the best. I've got a IF5 9600K running at 4.3 GHz, a RTX 2860 Super, 16 GB of RAM. I've got an Evo 860 SSD, 1 TB. So yeah, and to be honest, it runs generally Microsoft Flight Simulator really well. I've got most things on high, a couple of things on ultra, the odd thing on medium, but more for performance gain really. They don't really make a difference. The ones that I have got set on medium, I average anything between 30 and 60 FPS. Depends on the location where I'm flying. In America, I tend to get around 35 to 40. In places like Ireland, I can get up to 55, 60. If I'm coming out of a big airport like Gatwick or Heathrow in the UK, or like Helsinki in Finland, I get around 33, 34. So generally across the board it's acceptable. It's enjoyable and it's flyable, and anyone who's played X-Plane or FSX, I would highly recommend getting it. I know people, there's been a lot of glitches and a lot of people talking about a lot of glitches and things, but generally I think for 59 euros, the VFR aspect of the game, the visuals are incredible. It really will blow you away, and you don't need a top end system to get results. Even on medium, I've played around with the settings, and even on medium, the graphics are quite mind-blowing. Really, it's such a step up from FSX. It's really, really good.
2-3 traffic is 2 o'clock 4 miles and 2 feet.
How are you all doing there, guys?
Yeah, good.
Good.
Enjoying the view.
Yeah, the view is pretty spectacular. The weather's really good as well at the moment, actually. I've got around 39 nautical miles to go.
I need to watch my fuel again.
Who has their ATC on? Because I can hear it. I can hear like that's the only thing I don't like about the ATC. Like the fact it's like, even in the UK, the generic ATC, it's all American. Not that I have a problem with it being American. It just feels a bit unrealistic when you're flying into an Irish airport and you get an American speaking on the ATC. It just feels a bit, a bit poor really.
1200. What's the change approved? Where'd you go? Area 4 Charlie.
I think it's Ego who has the ATC on.
Yep. I was the one that ATC on.
As you can see, we're making steady progress, probably about quarter of the way there now. We originally started over here on Long Island. I actually flew over JFK. That was come from here and flew across, and the scenery, honestly, on Long Island is absolutely amazing. So I'd recommend many anyone who's got the game, go check out Long Island. It's brilliant, really. Most areas I've been impressed with actually so far with the scenery. The Winds map is doing a great job. For me personally, the only area I haven't really enjoyed, I'm being totally honest, is probably Salt Lake City. We done an event a couple of days ago and we flew around Salt Lake, and I think maybe because the satellite imagery in the area is poor, but it was very flat. There wasn't much 3D going on there, so that was a bit of a disappointment. But I've done flights to Gibraltar, Portugal. We did a event yesterday around Portugal, and that was stunning. The scenery was amazing. And New Zealand as well, as you may have seen in previous betas from some popular YouTube streamers. New Zealand looks amazing too, it really does. Staying at a relatively low altitude, I want to show you guys some more of the scenery when we get across the border here. It's much better when you're lower down. I find the higher you get, it's better on the FPS, but the visuals definitely aren't as good. This game, I definitely feel like this game is definitely based for VFR flying, like the way it's being created, the amount of props you get with the actual game when you buy it, even if you get like the standard edition. 90% of the aircrafts are props, and that's just because this game is so visually stunning. You really get to appreciate it when you're flying slower and at a lower altitude. So I would definitely think this game is more VFR flying equipped, at least for now. I'd imagine with updates, as Microsoft work with the game and as further developers create add-ons, that scale will change, and I think the VFR side of it will improve as well, no doubt about that. So it's really exciting to see where this game's going to go. But I know a lot of people have been having some install issues with Microsoft Store. I personally got the Steam edition. I downloaded it on the Tuesday at 7 AM local time. I actually live in Helsinki in Finland, and I didn't have any issues actually. I downloaded the game at 7 AM. It was already installed by about 10:11. And I jumped straight on and was flying around Ireland on my first day in a Cessna 152, and it's brilliant. But unfortunately, people have been getting issues, and hopefully, with the fix that's due on the 27th, everyone will finally be able to get on and really enjoy everything that this game has to offer right now. I really like the VFR map feature as well. It's really good. It's wish they had this in FSX, to be honest. It's so much easier than the GPS or pausing to see the main map as you would have done on that one. Other thing what would be cool if they could add on this actually would be the other planes you're flying with online, or AI traffic maybe not, but at least in your group, because you obviously can make a group online. I think if you could see the members of your group on the map, that would be pretty cool too. Something else about the game, yes, when you first load up the game, you go onto the world map. Obviously you can program your GPS into the nav like we've done here. We've done our first flight from the world map, and then on our second flight we've programmed it into the GPS. Another thing people have been asking me as well is the G1000, how you get it to nav, because if you start up cold, it doesn't have the GPS set. Basically what you do, you click CDI until the purple lines of GPS comes up, and then that will fly your GPS route, or your route, whatever you've got programmed in. it's easy to use. You just got to get used to it. I'm not going to lie. When I first started and loaded up the sat nav, it was pretty all wow to me as well. But once you get used to it, you settle it quite quickly. But yeah, the world map. I think it would be handy if they added a feature where you can access the world map when you're at other airports. Not necessary to make a flight plan, but just because you have a more detailed view of all the airports. I mean, the VFR map's okay, but it doesn't really go into too much detail, and the world map does that. So if you could like you could access like the map, I guess, on FSX, if you could access the world map while you're in game as well as on the start menu, I think that's a feature they really may want to look into, because I think it would make everyone's life a bit easier. That's just my personal opinion on that. Okay, so we're coming up to 24 nautical miles to go. We're finally coming over the 24 miles to go, guys. Just coming over to the other side of the ocean there now, or the bay, as it were. You can see Dover Air Base to the right as we fly over the land there. I have, when flying in America, I do tend to turn the, you may notice, I do tend to turn the rendering scale down a little bit, because there's just so much to process. Oh, hi Earth Pulse.
Right here?
I can see you flying above me there.
Apa? Which one is? HV.
Can you guys hear me? I've had my
Yeah, I
mic
can.
muted. Ah, okay, great. Where are you off to, Earth Pulse? You in a race? Who else have we got behind us? Yeah, you got Horizon and Eagle just behind us. But the scenery is just stunning. I mean, just the detail. It's unreal. It's so good. Just over 20 nautical miles to go now. It's not too long.
19.
Ya, umumnya sudah penuh. Ini ya, semuanya nikmatnya.
I think what we're going to do when we arrive. Actually, we can see where the runway is. Actually, it looks quite big for a farm. It says it's a farm. This is, I was actually expecting a grass runway. This is just purely a random airport that I just put in the sat nav. It looked fairly close, and that's where we're going. So it's not really planned as such, but it looks like it's got a proper runway and some parking areas at the back here. So we'll see. Also, we'll change the HTG and we'll make some manual turns there as we get closer as well, I think. Look at this scenery, stunning, so good. This game, honestly, I've had it a week now. I think I've done about 60 hours, to be quite honest, on Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020, and it just blows me away every time. It's just such a step up, it really is. so we're getting quite close. We've got 16.2 nautical miles to go. It's just low on fuel, but as you can see, we're going to have more than enough. If anybody can see their house. As I say, the roads do generally look better than this. I have had to turn the rendering down a little bit for streaming purposes, so it's not too laggy for you guys. So it's probably set at about, I've got things on probably around medium high maybe. The rendering's probably a little higher. I've got like the field of depth of field I've got on ultra. To try and smooth it out as much as possible for you guys. There's a little field there. Let me go down now to 2000, just cut back on the throttle a little bit. Let's put 1000 on there, but just speed a bit down. Actually going to switch over to the HDG now when we go right. Can you guys hear me, or have I got it muted again? I'm just making a left turn now. I'm going to start lining up and starting the approach. I'm going to be coming in, I can't see the runway number, but I'm going to be basically coming in on a westbound approach. I'm going to go right down, right downwind on final there, so we're going to come over the river.
Yeah, I'm gonna look.
Just going down now to 2,000 feet. A bit worried because my FPS is really dropping here actually. Now it's back up, great. Down to 1,000, okay, that's 0. Sure that, yeah, trim's slightly up, it's perfect. Bring the throttle back a little bit now, so we're just 10 nautical miles out. It's going to be a poppy there, but it probably could be the speed as well, to be honest with you. We'll bring this down about 40%. Approach flaps on.
Atlantic City approach, Cessna November 21084 is at 10,800 feet, descending 1,600 feet. Cessna November 21084, Atlantic City approach, continue to Victor Charlie November as planned.
when you get really low, it's just, the visuals are just stunning. I've said it a lot in this video, but God, they're really, really, really amazing. It feels so lifelike, it's crazy.
Maintain 2,000 feet.
It's the first simulator I've ever played where I really feel like I'm flying a plane, like properly. It's nuts.
Descend and maintain 2,000
Alright,
feet.
1,000.
Yeah, it's amazing all the programs there. It's really.
I agree with you until you start getting on the lag spikes.
Yeah, the lag spikes. Yeah, I'm actually streaming the flight. I've streamed the whole thing. I'm going to put it on YouTube, but it's the lag spikes are annoying. But I was saying, I'm hopefully in the update they'll fix some of that. We can live in hope.
Yeah.
Cessna 084, you are 14 miles northwest of Atlantic City. Contact Atlantic City Tower on 120.3 when inbound. Tower on 120.3, Cessna 084.
I've got the runway in sight. Full flaps. To be honest, I've come in a little low, but we're alright. We've got everything under control here, so we'll just bring it in. Quite windy, as you can probably see, getting blown about a fair bit here.
Oh man, I can't see anything.
Yeah, the haze is pretty bad. We're on final approach now at Marblehead Farm. Autopilot off. left BX back there. There we go.
Oh man, got that idiot right beside me.
Touchdown.
Wow, the haze though. I couldn't see the runway until I'm almost at it. Near it.
Yeah, I had the same issue with the haze.
Oh man, that's gonna be close.
And runway clear.
It's gonna be a double landing.
Yeah, there's a reason why I slowed down. Okay, I'm not going to be taking as long of an approach as I did yesterday.
No, straight in this time. No mucking about. Oh, you guys are really close to each other. Someone bounced off the runway there. Jesus. Don't try this at home, guys. That's not how you land professionally. With them two there landing on the same runway, couple of 100 meters behind each other.
At least one of them would have gone around.
Someone knows what they're doing. Eagle's just cutting back the throttle here, just trying to give him room, I think.
At least this time my gear should be down.
Oh, look at this landing from Eagle. Flash bastard.
But that bit of a bounce, but okay.
This is a weird old little... It's not really a farm, is it? It's actually an airport. I was really thinking with the name. Why is there a guy there? Like, oh my god, wow. Okay, this is interesting.
Do you see the car spinning?
Wait till you go past the big truck, fuel truck, and you see the guy with the two sticks literally standing on the door of the fuel truck. It has a little terminal, not a terminal area, but it has a. It's just blocking the taxiway. Look at this. Oh god, this airport's trying to kill us, everyone.
Is the landing okay though?
And there we go, parking brake on. Flaps it up. Yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this this flight to Marblehead Farm. As I say, if you guys ever want to join us, feel free to join our Discord. Our Discord channel server is in the link below, and our website will be added there on the 1st of September when VFHUB officially launches. So thanks for joining, and see you guys in the next video.